Hello and welcome to New Mexico Rising. My name is Dan. As you know, each and every week, I try to bring you cool people, guests from all around the world to talk about things that may help you. As Mother's Day is around the corner, I got a couple of suggestions and ideas for you to get your mom. And if you're looking to buy a new home, I got that coming up too. Plus, as for celebrities, you can't beat this one. And I was so scared to talk to her. This is one of the rare times you will see me lose my mind and get starstruck. That's all happening right here on New Mexico Rising. Mother's Day is right around the corner, and for a lot of us, our go-to gift is the traditional bouquet of flowers. But this year, why not give her something a little better, like a season full of flowers, vegetables, and herbs too. Whether mom is a beginner or gardening expert, let's help her dig in and encounter her green thumb along with her sense of style. And it's a gift that I will always keep on giving. The Home Depot's Director of Trend and Design, Sarah Fishburne, and Division Merchandise Manager of Live Goods, Dan Stupiello, are here with tips to help make Mother's Day even more special. Hello and welcome to the show, you two.
Thanks for having us.
All right, so Sarah, how do we decide what is the right gift for that mom figure in our lives?
Yeah, you always want to make sure whenever you're giving a gift is to really make it feel special to them and was that you thought about who you were giving the gift to. So a lot of times I get asked, like, how do I even know what they would maybe want? Well, think of their hobbies. Think of their activities. Do they like to go outside? Do they like to garden? Do they like to cook? And then take elements of that to put into that customized, perfect gift for them.
All right, and for Dan, instead of bouquets of flowers, what are some trending plants that viewers could get mom instead?
Yeah, so listen, we have a couple of great options for you. Our Rio Diplodenia series is a great option. Comes in a lot of colors, comes in a lot of sizes. It works both in warm and cool climates. Easy care, a lot of flower power. But what I love about it is the application. You can put it in the landscape, you can use it in container gardens, hang in baskets, and it really works at any skill level, from the beginner gardener all the way to the advanced gardener. Another program that we're really excited about is our My Rose Garden. And traditionally what will happen is we have organized our rows by functionality to make it easier for a customer to have a better shopping experience and growing experience. So, a couple examples here, My Bouquet, great for cutting roses, which you can make your own floral arrangements, as well as My Landscape, which goes directly into your landscape and adds that splash of color to every one of your garden projects.
And Sarah, you have to have some ideas to help bring mom's sense of style outside. So what do you suggest?
Absolutely. I love container gardens, and this is an easy tip that I tell people to do for planters with flowers, or you can do this trick for herb gardens as well. This is the thriller, filler, spiller method. What you're going to do, you're going to take something that's tall, your architectural element, something vertical, and drop that in the middle. Then you're going to fill around. I like to do something in a contrasted color, so really bring out a lot of color into these containers, and that's your filler. And then you're going to round it out with something that cascades out of the planter. This is Creeping Jenny. You can use an ivy, and that's your spiller. So take that method. And again, I love customizing gifts for whoever you're giving a gift to. And I love doing an outdoor garden kit. So go into our store, pick your container. It can be a planter, it can be a window box, whatever it might be. Put some soil in, put your plants using that thriller, filler, spiller method. Put some garden gloves in, maybe a shovel. Take that to mom, do it with her, and you're going to have something great that she's going to be thrilled to see throughout the season.
Well, thank you two for joining me this morning. Where can our viewers go for more information?
You can visit any of your local Home Depot stores and go to your garden center and talk to our associates, or go on homedepot.com for more tips and how-to.
Well, thank you very much. You two are Green Thumb gardening heroes.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Are you among one of the millions of Americans looking to buy your next home? Well, this year, higher interest rates may make some buyers question if it's even possible in our current market to find the right home at just the right price. Well, joining us today to discuss the latest in housing numbers and offer some advice for those looking to make a move or to sell is RE/MAX LLC President and CEO, Nick Bailey. And he's the perfect person to ask. It's always good to ask the person right at the top. Nick, how are you doing, buddy?
Great, Dan. Thanks for having me.
All right, Nick, what are the latest housing market trends that you are seeing?
Well, the spring market is here, and there are some bright spots that we're seeing. For example, sales from February to March are up 30%. And while that seems like a big number, I think there are a couple things to also note that we're seeing right now. Inventory is still really low. There are incredibly few homes on the market. And that's not just nationwide. You look at Albuquerque specifically, there's only a half a month of inventory. So it remains very low and demand remains fairly high.
With interest rates higher than last year's, what must buyers do to get into the right house?
Well, you're right. Interest rates have been at the center of the conversation for many months in real estate. And I think what buyers should know right now is they do have some choice out there, which is not just the 30-year fixed. Having a good lender right now is absolutely crucial for buyers, but they can be shopping their rates. But more importantly, they can be looking at alternate mortgage products. And what I mean by that is there are lower rate, adjustable rate mortgages or buy down opportunities or first time homebuyer plans that offer lower interest rates. And so I think it is really important for buyers to have a lender that's looking at more than just the 30-year fixed. And primarily because on average, people only live in their house 8 years and the median in the US is 12.3 years. So there may be other ways to finance your home that make it more affordable.
So what are some of the keys to selling a home in this market? What if I'm just like trying to just cash out of my house?
So sellers, price your house correctly. Even though prices in many markets, including yours, are still going up a bit. You're almost 5% higher on the median sales price than you were a year ago, but it's not the crazy double-digit price appreciation that we have seen over the past couple of years. And so knowing how to price your house requires having a good agent that knows the market today. And the second thing that I think sellers can be doing with days on market being a little longer is make sure the house looks good. If you need any slight home improvements or you need it staged properly, buyers now have a little more choice because of the market. And so they're able to compare more homes. And so when yours is priced right and it looks right, it's going to put you in the best position to sell in the least amount of time for the most amount of money.
All right, so where can we go for more information?
I tell buyers and sellers both, go to remax.com. A lot of information to help them along the way.
Thank you for joining us this morning, Nick.
Thanks, Dan.
Coming up a little later, I chat with one of my favorite celebrities of all time, and I become a bumbling idiot. I feel like I'm chasing lobsters across a kitchen floor. You'll see that in just a bit. And coming up next, is your mobile plan working the way you want it? We got suggestions to make it better, all right here on New Mexico Rising. Smartphone technology and mobile services evolve at a rapid pace. With so many exciting new smartphones on the horizon and wireless providers to choose from, it can take time to identify the right fit for you and your family, and which plans will give you the most flexibility. And today, I have someone that's going to help us with all of that. It's television host and lifestyle expert Evette Rios with ways to avoid any hidden gotchas in wireless, along which plans give you the best device upgrades, most flexible plans, and freedom of switching. I need a new phone, Evette. Help me out. Welcome to the show.
It's so nice to be with you. You are so awesome. And I definitely want to visit you in New Mexico because I've never been and I want to see all the desert.
That'd be great. Come on down.
Yeah,
anytime you're here, we'll go hang out. That'd be fun.
That would be awesome. Yeah, but you're right. I mean, it's so intimidating. We rely on our phones so much, and yet it's so complicated figuring out what plan, figuring out how to switch, what to do, all of it. So I hope I can help you guys out with that.
All right. Well, I'm looking for a new phone myself. Where do I need to know when I'm going to shopping? Are there any gotchas that I should look for when I'm picking my plan?
Sure. Okay, so there are some pitfalls that are kind of happening now in the industry that you should definitely be aware of when you're shopping for a new provider. So the first one is that, the device contracts used to be for 24 months. That was pretty standard. But now things are sort of getting longer and longer, and we're seeing plans for 30 months, 36 months. So that basically means you're going to be paying for your cell phone for 3 whole years. And Like you mentioned, technology moves so quickly, so you could easily be paying for a device that's obsolete, like the iPhone 5G didn't exist 3 years ago. So, you could be stuck with something that's just not meeting your needs, and just be kind of trapped. So that's number one. You want to make sure to look at the fine print and make sure that your policy, your device contract is for no more than 24 months. The second thing you want to look out for is you want to make sure that the provider makes it relatively easy for you to unlock your phone. If they add lots of pitfalls, they make it super complicated to unlock your phone, then that means that they're going to make it difficult for you to make the switch later on.
All right, I know I tend to go for like the most expensive, the newest, the best, but what if I'm looking for something that has the most value?
You want to absolutely look out for, see what phone you would be interested in. Also make sure that the coverage that the provider has is good. So you want like nationwide 5G, so that wherever you go, you know that you're going to get service, and it's going to be the service you're used to. So that's really important. But the other thing you really want to look out for is that there are some companies that are really giving you lots of added value that you should factor in. So it's not just the price of the plan and the coverage and the phone you're going to choose, but like what are those perks? So for instance, T-Mobile is offering, with their most popular plans, they offer free Netflix, free Apple TV Plus. They also offer a AAA membership, which I use my AAA all the time because I have an old car that breaks down often. So I love having a AAA and being a AAA member. And then they also offer, if you do end up flying a lot, which I do travel, they give you free in-flight wireless included with most T-Mobile plans as well, which saves you so much money because before T-Mobile, sometimes I would pay up to $35 to have Wi-Fi during a flight. So it can get really, really expensive.
What tips do you have for people that are looking to switch those wireless providers?
Yeah, for sure. So you want to make sure, again, that you're looking for coverage, really strong 5G nationwide coverage, and, especially in the areas where you tend to travel. You want to make sure that you do get that 24-month contract for your device. You don't want to be stuck with a device for any longer than that. And you also want to be sure that you can unlock your phone when you want to and be able and have the flexibility to change providers when the time comes.
Excellent. I found one of those old Zach Morris brick phones over at a thrift store, plus the charger. I'm dying to get that on a service provider because I think I want to cut the cord and have it so that people can't access me as quickly as normally as they can. So do you think T-Mobile can help me out?
Oh, I'm sure they can. That's hilarious.
All right.
I love that.
That'd be awesome. That's what I want to do. All right. Can you tell us where we could go for more information about all of the wonderful things you just said?
Sure. Well, you can go to tmobile.com or you can go actually into one of the stores, and one of the salespeople can help explain all this to you. It's very exciting stuff.
Evette Rios, there she is.
Yeah,
she's
Evette
our
Rios.
cell phone, I don't know, hero, I guess.
Sure. I'll take it. I'll take it.
Thank you very much. See you soon.
Thank you.
Famed French pastry bakers Gaudot and Ashley Coiffard of New York bakery Le Apartement 4F embody the French-American love story, and the couple weaves in elements from both of their home cultures to create a brunch spread that is unique, sophisticated, and personal.
The key to elevating your brunch starts with upgrading your menu. Instead of an omelet and toast, Gaudot and I like to make jammy eggs or use really good butter with a baguette and confiture.
The couple likes to stay true to Gautier's French roots in several ways. One, with quality bread and cheese. And instead of mimosas, for a brunch with a more sophisticated vibe, they suggest swapping the citrus cocktail for a wine that complements several items on your menu.
A crisp white, like Maison Louis Jadot Macon Village, pairs well with both savory and sweet. And a luxurious meal doesn't necessarily mean an expensive meal. We feel like luxury comes across in the attention of little details. Name cards, fresh flowers, and table linen.
I like to design and print the menu each time we host for an added special touch.
If you're dining out for Mother's Day, they suggest familiarizing yourself with the menu ahead of time to offer wine pairing suggestions for the table.
The obvious wine pairing would be white wine with white fish and red wine with red meat. But don't be afraid to stray away from this rule for a daring experience.
Consider the sauces, spices, and citrus of the dishes. A light red wine like Beaujolais Village pairs well with many fish, chicken, or pork dishes and may be the more delicious option.
Finally, they suggest if you're a guest in someone else's home, never show up empty-handed. Nice glasses, chocolates, or a bottle of wine make great gifts. To learn more, visit lovegaudot.com.
And coming up on New Mexico Rising, moms. I got gift ideas to help out your mom because Mother's Day is right around the corner. Have you got her anything yet? You better. Think of your mom, all right? I got suggestions right here. Plus, are you dealing with allergy symptoms that are driving you insane, like the itchy eyes because all that wind is blowing that muck around in the air? I got experts and suggestions to make your life a little easier. And a little later, my favorite actress makes fun of me, which is okay, and she threatens to call my mom. You know, Mother's Day should be a celebration that recognizes the many contributions of very special women. And today, joining us is tech journalist, lifestyle host, and supermom, Anna Souza, who is here to share some gift ideas to make sure all of the moms have a wonderful, fabulous Mother's Day. You know, Souza regularly contributes to Today.com, the Huffington Post, the Ladies' Home Journal, and many more platforms. And including this show right here, New Mexico Rising. Come on, it's all part of it. Welcome to the show, Anna. How are you?
I'm good. Excited to be here with you today.
All right, so what is your favorite detail about Mother's Day?
I'm a newly minted mom of 3, including twins, and every single day is a marathon, I will tell you. So I'm excited for Mother's Day to slow things down a bit, enjoy those heart-shaped pancakes, those Play-Doh glitter knickknacks that the kids will make me. But truly, any gift with a personal touch is key, and anything that's going to help save me time, help me live more in the moment, truly makes for the perfect Mother's Day present.
Okay, so what is a practical gift every mom will appreciate?
Give mom the gift of time. I'm loving this one. This is the iRobot Roomba Combo J7 Plus Robot Vac and Mop. And it's perfect for those homes with a mix of different floor types because it's going to seamlessly clean carpets and hard floors within the same cleaning job without any intervention from you. And unlike other 2-in-1 robots, this one has an auto-retracting mop pad that's going to prevent wet carpet messes. And on hard floors, it's super smart. It's going to vacuum and mop at the same time, keeping your floors shiny and clean. It's all powered by iRobot's OS Home Intelligence, which is going to detect and avoid all those obstacles, especially by the front door, the backpacks, and the sneakers, to make sure that the robot finishes its chores, much unlike your children.
I'm not a mom, and I want that.
Oh, yeah. It's good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. All right, give us the top tips for a wonderful Mother's Day.
Of course, give mom the day off. Prepare a really nice lunch or brunch and include my preference, a delicious wine. No better way to celebrate Mother's Day than with Rieble Family Wines Rosés. You can toast all of the matriarchs in your home with the Madalena Rosé, named for the matriarch of the Rieble family as well. You can bring the bubbles to brunch with the Stella Rosa Imperial Prosecco Rosé, or even mix up a super trendy rosé ice cream float with the classic Stella Rosa Rosé. This family-owned winery truly has it all for Mother's Day.
Okay, so where's a really good place to look for Mother's Day gifts?
Of course, well, 73% of Americans say that moms get psyched for a gift regardless of price, because that's what moms do, right? But if you're looking for the very best product at the very best price, you want to start by checking out Slick Deals. They have 12 million shoppers that are vetting and voting up the very best deals from top retailers like Amazon and Walmart. It's basically shoppers helping other shoppers, if you will. You can check back regularly. There's hundreds of deals every single day. You could check product alerts. I found some incredible deals on digital frames, jewelry boxes, and Apple Watch for under $150. Check out slickdeals.com/mom.
All right. And so what is something that every mom wants and they could really appreciate?
It's so hard. Any mom will tell you it's so hard to wind down after a long day. So why not give her the gift of a great night's sleep with breathable, cozy bamboo blankets and a super heartwarming Mother's Day patchwork Sherpa blanket, both of these from Bed Shore. The bamboo blanket is made of natural rayon derived from bamboo, which is breathable and comfortable for year-round use. The Mother's Day patchwork is extra warm. It has Sherpa fleece and thoughtful words for moms. Both of these 53% off right now on Amazon through May 7th. I have a newborn. Can't tell you how critical sleep is, and these are so soft. I love them, and one of them is definitely coming home with me.
Nice. That sounds perfect. Is there anything else we're missing on this list today?
No, I mean, for everything that you heard here today, you can head on over to tipsontv.com.
And thank you very much for joining me, Anna. Hopefully we get to talk to you soon.
Happy Mother's Day.
For more than 66 million Americans who suffer from eye allergies, and yes, I'm one of them, this is one of the most miserable times of the year. Yes, absolutely. The warmer weather in spring can also bring out sneezing, congestion, itchy eyes, and just anything to ruin our lives. But allergy season for many begins earlier than ever this year. Unfortunately, that early start doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to have an early end either. So we have Dr. Tessa Sokol here to join us and tell us about some more seasonal allergies and tips for getting ahead while staying on top of the symptoms. Dr. Sokol, how are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me.
All right. So allergy season appears to be starting a little earlier this year, and I'm not too happy about that. Can you tell us why people are experiencing symptoms earlier and earlier and earlier? Ugh.
Well, with climate change and the weather getting warmer, we're having fluctuations in temperatures that are creating plants outside to just bloom earlier and earlier. But you hit it on the head when you said a long season. Just because it starts earlier doesn't mean that it ends earlier. And it's a very long season for my patients to be suffering from allergies.
Okay. So what are some common allergens that trigger that, evil eye allergy symptoms and itchiness?
Well, the most common one that everybody knows about is the pollen flying through the air. But you can't forget that grasses and ragweed also create itchy allergy eyes. That's outdoors. You can't forget that there's also indoor allergens like the hair and dander from our pets. When we have little cats and dogs in our house, we can be allergic to them as well.
And yes, itchy allergy eyes are often one of the most, irritating symptoms. And it's really hard to get through allergy season because of it. Are there any easy ways and effective options for those that might need some of that relief for their eye allergy itch?
I'm glad that you asked that because easy is the key word. Most of my patients, before they talk to me, go to the pharmacy and they pick up an oral medication thinking that one thing will fix all, but it doesn't do much for our itchy eyes. Extra Strength Pad a Day is an eye drop that you can pick up over the counter where you put one drop in each eye, and within minutes, you get instant relief from the itchiness in your eyes. That one drop also lasts a full 24 hours to give us relief.
All right, Dr. Sokol, where can we go for more information?
The best place you can go to is padaday.com. There's a tremendous amount of information there on how this medication can really help with your itchy allergy eyes.
Well, thank you for joining me this morning.
Thank you.
You have no idea how nervous I am right now. I am like,
nervous.
I never
You're
get nervous.
You're nervous. What about
Yes.
me? I'm more nervous.
Are you?
So
That's
I
good.
win.
That's
I
good.
win the nervous case.
I keep telling people, hey, I got Diane Keaton. I'm going to talk to her on Monday. They're like,
God,
why would you
spare
want to
me.
talk to you? And I'm like, good point. Good point.
No way.
I love coming of age stories. I love stories that are like people trying to figure out their sex life and coming to age. And a lot of the times it's usually like college kids. But
But
this
let me
time
ask
it's a
you
little
something.
different.
Is there no sex life when you're old?
That's the thing.
Because
Is
you're
that
the one that's saying sex life. You're telling me, yeah, what is the age there? What?
I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is this is in the same vein as all of those coming of age movies. And I was too dumb to even think about it until I started watching. I'm like, this is just a coming of age movie. And this is awesome. As a 42-year-old man that's sitting there to watch on, okay, I got to watch the book club. I watched all of them I watched both of them this weekend in a row, and I was actually thrilled. I laughed. I even cried in moments, and I just realized that this is just a cute, fun series.
You're interesting.
I'm trying to be interesting.
You
in some
are.
way.
You are. What do you
All right. I told my mom that I was going to interview you, and she was like,
"Oh, let's talk about your mom. I'm interested in that."
All right. No, that's the whole point, is that she, her husband of many years just passed away a few months ago.
Oh,
and this is all just like, and that was my dad. And I was telling her I'm going to interview Diane Keaton. She's a huge movie fan. And out of the one movie, she said, I loved her in that movie, Baby Boom.
You know who was the director of that?
Who's
Nancy
that?
Myers.
Who?
Nancy Myers.
Oh, Nancy Myers. Sorry, I didn't
it was.
hear for a
She
second.
was. I mean, she and her husband. They really made that movie. That really was a change for me in my life. It was great.
And she went on gushing for a few minutes about this movie that I've never heard of, and I'm sorry, but I had to tell you the same story. I was like, I wish I was recording you right now. I'd play it for Diane and just have give her that feeling that you're telling stories that a lot of people connect with.
Your mom sounds great.
Do you have a book club that you joined on your own, or a group of friends? Because I know you.
Well, I don't really have friends. I have no friends.
You have no friends?
No, I'm lying. I have some friends, but I don't go to clubs or, hang out with a lot of people that are women. That I don't have that. But I have friends. I have women friends.
Mm-hmm.
Will you apologize and say, yes, Diane? Of course, you have so many nice friends.
I believe that you have a ton of friends, and I would love to be your friend. I'd even join a book club with you. I'd read 50 Shades of Grey and a half with you.
You're nuts. I'm going to call your mom. I'm calling your mother. I'm calling her.
You could. I'll give you her number, and then she'll be like, who is this?
Give me the phone number, and I'll call her and tell her what I think.
Well, thank you. Do you know what? I'm gushing because all of my questions just crashed. I knew that was going to happen when I got on here. Diane Keaton, I'm nervous. I'm like talking to one of the most wonderful humans on earth in film, and
You're interesting.
Dan, we're out of time. We gotta wrap this up.
All right, it looks like they're kicking me out. I'm sorry, Diane. I had all these questions, but just like my brain exploded when I started talking to you. I didn't know where to begin. Thank you. I love you. You're an icon of cinema. Thanks for joining me this morning. Check out Book Club, The Next Chapter. It is in theaters now. Has Diane Keaton, Jane Fonda, Mary Steenburgen, Candice Bergen, Andy Garcia, Don Johnson, Craig T. Nelson, and many more. If you haven't seen the first Book Club, go back and watch that one as well. They're both two cute movies that have basically four friends come together and tell their stories, and their bond is just really fun and cute. So definitely check out Book Club, The Next Chapter. It's in theaters now.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
And I want to thank you all for watching New Mexico Rising. Yes, I love doing the show because I get to do cool things like talk to big celebrities. If you want to be part of the show, all you got to do is email me, newmexicorising@gmail.com. Yes, it's that easy to get on the show because I'm the guy checking the emails. If you want to win a prize this week, I got a family 4-pack of passes to ABQ Golf and Games. I kind of almost stuttered through that, but I think I did okay. If you want to get that family 4-pack of passes, just email me, newmexicorising@gmail.com, and just say, I want a 4-pack of passes. It's that simple. And the first 2 people, I'm going to do 2 sets of 4, which is, if you and 3 other people or up to 4 people at once want to go to ABQ Golf and Games, just email me. Thank you for being part of the show. The news is next right here on New Mexico Rising.